Yeah. Back here. Something had crossed my mind. I was doing some reading the other day, and in my readings, I learned about how you reflect the 5 people you communicate with the most. And I started thinking about how like people have toxic lifestyles, and I realized how true that statement is when it comes to the 5 people you keep around. And I wouldn't say keep around, 5 people you communicate with the most. So I started thinking about like the 5 people I communicate with the most, and I was just like, crap. That's why I find myself miserable at times, because I don't have that good support structure as I once had in my younger days, because me and my boys, we were like paid in full. We were like the paid in full. That's how we operated, but it was several groups. I don't want to compare myself to Rico or nothing, but like, how Rico, he was flashy and crazy and wild and just doing stuff for the people. That's how he was. But if you listen and pay attention to Rico, he was introduced to the group. You feel me? So that's what my crew was. Like me, T, and Pokey, Trey Posse, I was introduced to them. So by me being introduced to them, it was like I was stuck in this, I gotta prove myself. And by living in I gotta prove myself, you start learning who you are and what kind of person you want to be. And that's what I learned. I learned what kind of person I am and what person I was going to be from reflecting on those days. So now, as I've gotten older, like I tell people, I spend most of my day with a freaking 8-year-old, and now I spend the other portion of my day with a dog. So I'm spending my whole day with a dog and an 8-year-old. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So that's how I spend most of my day. And me really interacting with those 2 people, it has its moments. And I'm not here to say those moments are good or bad, but it's really important to focus on those moments because they clearly affect the person. So, a little quick exercise. Write down the 5 people you spend the most time communicating and talking to. All right? Think about what kind of place in life those people are. Then look at yourself. See? You get all your emotions transferred from others, Sorry for the dogs barking in the background. I'm walking my dog. And I miss my old spot. At my old spot, I can go outside and walk and not hear no noise. But I live at a somewhat busy intersection. But also, I live on like a little cross street. And that cross street leads me to noise and leads me into a lot of cars and stuff. So yeah, so you think about those 5 people, and most of your energy is transferred from them. So think about your current situation, the stuff you're going through, and when you think about those things, start looking at the 5 people you communicate with the most, and there's a really good chance it's some equivalence going on there, So you can add up all your stuff, look at your stuff, and then look at the 5 people you communicate with the most, and most of the time it comes from there. That's why, I feel like family is really important. family gives you a chance to branch away from a safety, like a safety medium. You get to be somewhere safe, and as you're somewhere safe, you get to branch out and learn a little more about yourself and about what you're going to turn into. Because we are heavily influenced. It's just natural to be influenced. So when you start to analyze and see what place you're in, you get that from something. Something leads to you being that way. And it's normally the 5 things you're most into. That's why, for example, if you notice when people go into crisis, man, when people go through crisis and they going through something, they do the complete opposite of what they did in the past. You know what I'm saying? So, well, there's a lot of ways to change, internally and externally. I had made a Facebook post the other day, and people gave me some really good insight on that. I use cheating because everybody can relate to a conversation about cheating. So I was like, if somebody cheated on you, are you supposed to change? And I got some really good stuff back, and they made me just think about some more things. But if somebody was to hurt you and do you wrong, your response is going to be what? Yeah, your response is not going to be keep punching me. It's going to be defend yourself. Now, when we get comfortable, we don't have to put up our defense mechanism when we're comfortable. But when we're uncomfortable, that's not defense mechanism going to come in. So you'll find yourself actively using your defense mechanism. You can just relate it to not being comfortable. So that's why I say it's super critical to keep your 5 people around you apart. 2 pit bulls. And the pit bull I'm walking by right now, he's in the roam the street. So I have to respect him when I see him. But yeah, that's what I was saying. It's super duper important to keep those 5 people at a certain level. And that's something I strive to do. But I would say this, man, once you start having kids, that 5 is affected by sometimes factors that you can't always communicate with. Because, everybody want to raise their kid a certain way. Everybody want their kid to be a certain way. That's almost impossible because you're raising something in the world. And what you're raising, these kids got their top 5 influences also. So you got to stay on top of that. That's why, maybe a few weeks ago, I took Zoe's internet away on her tablet because I'm like, you don't need no freedom on your tablet. You could use your tablet whenever. I know you're using it. I would come in the room thinking she's asleep, and she on her tablet, and she'd be like, yeah, I've been up since 7:30, and I'd be like, so you've been watching TV for 2 hours. Those are the kind of things that I feel like cause a lot of issues, because it's like when you're in a relationship. He walking. Dog got some cute eyes. Come on. Got a brief intermission. Sorry, guys. Getting followed by a dog. Come on here. Come on. We always want to control our influences. And we're not always able to control our influences. Alright, sorry. Had to make a brief intervention. A dog getting too close to my dog. And, you know, back to the influences conversation. You know, people's influences affect who they are. And their top 5 influences make them who they are. So I always try my best to be influenced by something positive. Like, when I get done walking, I gotta get back to reading. I literally been watching YouTube all day. That's not a good influencer for me. To the point of watching it all day, you know. Because the only stuff I really watch on there is like entertainment stuff. I would like to more educational, but it's hard at times. My brain gets fried. So definitely important to like just, I would say, even document or have a conversation with your influencers and just let them know, like, hey, you influence me. I need you to stay on your A game. Stuff like that. So I feel like that's really important when you're going to be building relationships. Because, you know, if somebody doesn't know, what good is it, you know? What good is a problem if the person doesn't know it's a problem? So you gotta definitely let the individuals know that this is you, and they are a part of you. And by letting them know that helps defer you from, I say, getting out track like a railroad. You know, there's nothing wrong driving a car, have a little fender bender accident, you know, get into the white lines a little bit, drive off in the medium, but you don't want to be a darn train. You got the track. You know, trains are too big. They were made for the track. Any small move from the track, not devastating. So definitely want to just focus on those 5 influencers. And with those 5 influencers, keep those tight, keep those together, because you guys' energy bounces off each other. You know, if you talk to your homeboy and he's telling you about his bad relationship, what you gonna think about yours? You gonna think about your bad relationship. You know, if you call your homeboy talking about some mischievous stuff you doing, what's gonna happen? They gonna call you or talk to you about some mischievous stuff. So, yeah. All right. Y'all take care. All right, holla.